Another episode of Leadership Power Paradigms webinars. And this is Bill Thomas, your host and presenter for today. We will, of course, as is our custom, we'll wait a few more seconds for those of us who plan on joining us live today. And don't forget, for those of you who are not joining us live but are looking at the replay recording of this webinar, just don't worry about it. You can always use the right hand side of your screen to email me a question or a comment about anything that I covered on this particular uh, webinar or episode. And if not, you can ask me a question or make a comment about anything concerning leadership practice. But anyway, we are at our time, so I'm going to say the following. Welcome to another episode of Leadership Power Paradigms. This is your presenter and host for today, and welcome. Uh, my name is Bill Thomas, and today, chaos, confusion, and complexity always find their way into the environment of every human enterprise. So, in the next 14 or so minutes, we will discuss a few strategies that leaders like you can apply to tame the nasty impacts and take advantage of the opportunities these chaotic forces provide us with. You see how dictionary.com defines the person, place, or thing that we call chaos? However, leaders would want to think about the impacts of confusion or confusing circumstances, unorganized or sloppiness in their affairs or workplace, or the lack of discipline and structured formation of their enterprise. While on the other hand, managers would most likely see chaos as impacting the money, machines, manpower allocations, and materials which are supposed to be under their control. Chaos, confusion, and complexity are reflections of disorder, disorganization, dissipation, or dissolution. So leaders must find ways to work against those forces. Generally speaking, it is the leader's job to deal with the people, purposes, policies, or performances of their organizations. Because the primary missions of your leadership adventure must be directed towards supporting, achieving, and creating some ideal conceptuality, visionary reality, intentional strategy, agenda priority, or entrepreneurial opportunity. In the past episodes of these Leadership Power Paradigms webinars, we have already defined our leadership power as consisting of your skills or abilities, your strengths or talents, and your intelligences or insights. And all of these power elements can and must be developed, sharpened, and enriched by the leaders and for their followers too. Therefore, your leadership power should get the maximum benefit from making inroads, producing improvements, and shaping innovations. This need for leadership power is located in the priorities which are being identified, addressed, and diligently worked on in your daily leadership agenda. You will want to you will want your own leadership agenda to empower you to become that strategically insightful, creatively instinctual, and artistically finessed leader who always gets the right and most profitable results. Even though These six problem areas seem to be self-defeating attitudes and behaviors. Any leader can easily and confidently overcome these barriers to success when they embrace and apply the priority making, results producing, and power boosting tool called the Leader's Daily Agenda, because that tool provides the leader with the disciplined criteria required for taking specific, positive, highly productive action. Because your daily leadership agenda gives you the ability, the strength, and the insights you need to work on these two essential tasks that only leaders are responsible for performing. Leaders must always focus their attention on evaluating performances, and you also have to make every effort to empower your human capital. You need to begin observing, perceiving, evaluating, assessing, measuring, and judging every act, every statement, person, situation, event, and probability as offering you and your organization or team a opportunity to enhance, enrich, or elevate the excellence of their results or impacts. The full extent of your human capital contains four rich and fertile domains of wealth producing potential. The most effective leaders always use every moment of every day to train, coach, mentor, counsel, consult with, and educate their people. These leaders delegate their authority to their people. They give their people stretch assignments. Leaders who succeed also collaborate with and challenge the worldviews or perspectives of their people. Because leaders depend upon information based energies, they need to include items, priorities, and tasks that will give them the most meaningful, revealing, and authentically honest perspectives on their realities, their intentions, and opportunities. These seven principles will provide leaders with the purest form of information based energy they could possibly obtain. Think of what you and your people achieve if your leadership agenda empowered you to fully leverage all the knowledge you encountered on a daily basis. In today's complex, confused, and chaotic economy, your most dependable competitive advantage is your mastery of knowledge based skills like systems thinking, strategic thinking, data analytics, spiritual and social intelligence, and much, much more. Your leadership agenda has to help you be more than a champion for change. That agenda must become your blueprint for being a proactive change agent and evolutionist. The most effective agendas will always guide, direct, and prescribe your every act, decision, and or reaction for the challenges and opportunities you and your team members face every single moment of your working day. Today, we've looked at the complexity, confusion, and chaos and how they are facts of life in our world. While these debilitating, energy draining, and destructive forces can continually erode your confidence as a leader, there is a way to simplify, clarify, and justify every positive act that you take. You must select at least three or more of the seven central principles as a foundation for your leadership agenda. Then discover 4 to 5 major priority areas where your continual evaluation and the empowerment of your human capital will deliver the maximum benefit for your daily efforts. And hey presto, you'll have a leadership agenda that will keep you on the path towards great success in all your endeavors. Now, that ends today's lesson. However, you're looking at the agenda of our legendary leadership power tutorials and coaching monthly performance improvement support program. You're looking at just the agenda for that. And I'll also say one other thing. If you go to the website that's indicated there at the bottom of that slide, or you click on the button on of the little offer there where we've got a graphic of our Imagination Age Leadership Power Strategies program, of which this program is a part. You can just click on the enroll now enroll and get started now button if you happen to be on the replay recording here. Otherwise, if you're watching this elsewhere, you can just type in the www.one-iam.com/LPP-legends. And you see that on your screen anyway, and it'll be in the description as well. And while you go there, what you will find is not only these 9 agenda items of that program, but also all the other elements of the program, which includes group coaching, one-on-one coaching with me and you together, but private. The group coaching is where a group of us get together and sort of brainstorm and talk about and discuss various leadership related issues and challenges that people are having, which is always very helpful as well. And of course, there are multiple articles, reports, ebooks, video tutorials, other webinars that we conduct during the course of this program as well. And they're more than 14 minutes, obviously. So anyway, you've got that going. While you're still reviewing all of that, I have to run back over to our back to our control panel. And as I'm doing that, I'll also send you guys the link now to the 2 bonus gifts for attending today's episode of Leadership Power Paradigms, one of which are the 5 Leadership Uplifter Task infographic, and that's a PDF document. I would just recommend that you download that, print it out, and put it on your desk so that you can refer to those tasks and make sure that every day you try to do every single one of those tasks as you go about your leadership duties. And the second bonus gift for attending is our Words with Wisdom, the Rainbow Moment of Black Elk paper. It's 8 pages. It also is a PDF document. And that one you can read through. You'll see a number of the ideas and principles that we discussed during this episode, as well as other episodes of the Leadership Power Paradigm series. And it'll just give you a little more that you can work on and work with or chew on as you will. Okay. And then I would suggest for those of you who are watching the replay, you can take a look at our legendary leadership power tutorials and coaching monthly performance improvement support program. And I will also say that you will also see that when you go to that sales page, item number 4, which is building leadership agendas, that is also a link to just our specific little program where you can get the workbook for building your own leadership agenda. And that workbook is 18 plus pages long, so you'll have a very robust leadership agenda by the end of it. By the end of working through it, you'll also see that you will be getting a video which is online. So basically, you can just go there anytime and look at that video. That video is 67 minutes long, and it explains every single aspect of a leadership agenda. And I think most people, well, most of my clients have found that video to be extremely helpful for them as well. And then I'm also offering a little consultation. You know, you and I can get together, and I can help you put together your leadership agenda, maybe answer some of the questions you might have. I'm willing to do that up to the tune of about 30, maybe 45 minutes long at the most. But you and I can have a pleasant conversation about that, and I can act as your thinking partner, help you to identify some of your absolutely major priority items that you need to address in your agenda, and put together the various components of that as well. So you'll have a leadership agenda that you can use as long as you're with that particular organization or in that type of position, if you will. If you happen to be, say, an executive or something, most organizations have the same priorities. Okay, so and these priorities go beyond the specific industry or profession that you're in. These are the priorities that can help you to strengthen, build, and grow your organization. You know, innovate as well. That's one of the major elements of the leadership agenda, is to help you to shape your innovations as well, regardless of what business you happen to be in. So anyway, and you can click on that link. Okay, so that's item number 4, which says build leadership agendas. When you go to the sales page, this www.one-iam.com/LPP-legends, you'll see that you can put your cursor over the words build leadership agenda and click on that, and it will take you to the page that specifically describes the mini program that I just spoke about. Okay. Anyway, I want to thank each and every one of you. I don't see any comments or questions in the chat area. So what I will do is thank each and every one of you for attending today and watching our replay. And this is Bill Thomas saying thanks again for attending another episode of our Leadership Power Paradigms webinars. God bless you and Godspeed to you, and all the very best of success in all of your leadership endeavors. Take care and have a great day.